What is going on, everybody? We are here in San Antonio, Texas, Charity Bar, and I'm here with
BIG XODIA. Y'all know what it is.
BIG XODIA. I appreciate you coming to Del's Den. You know, the Den is very important to us because we try to bring as many individuals from San Antonio and all over the place in Texas to the channel. That way they know what we're about. You know, DeltronZ is really about the community, right? And I see a lot of individuals in your community that just give it a lot of love. But first off, where did BIG XODIA come from, though?
BIG XODIA, I was born in Texas, Houston, and then I was raised in Maryland due to some problems and issues with the parental side, and then I moved back over to Houston.
Your music is dedicated to rapping, and listening to it, there's a lot of nostalgia.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Where does all this come from? Like, what made you get into rapping in general?
I was always bullied. I was bullied a lot. I was bullied a lot into rapping, which is crazy work. I wanted to, in a sense, prove to people that I'm able to do something. I'm able to do whatever I can to become the best. And that led me into learning how to rap. I learned and I focused. I gave up all my time to just learn how to rap. I believe at the time it was Worldwide Choppers, and I rapped it. Once it was done, normal speed, I would speed it up ×2, speed it up ×3, ×4, and I learned how to do it like just, follow me out of the planet, give me the psychology, get the medicine, they don't apology, pick up the planet in a minute because they got to be funny, they damage because I'm an oddity. I just like did that, and I was like, I want to be better, I want to be better, I want to be somebody that people like. Eventually, that was the goal at that point, at that time, because I was bullied a lot. So that's how that was made. And then as well as, I'm a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, who is it?
Who is it? Yeah.
Bro? Who is it?
Sonic was crazy this year. But
what were your thoughts on Sonic's right quick?
What do you mean? How so?
If you had to rate it out of 10, this last Sonic movie that we just...
I haven't seen it. I've been waiting. I haven't seen 1, 2, or 3. I've been waiting.
You're waiting.
I'm just waiting for something. Something tells me to wait so I could just watch them all. Yeah, something's telling me to wait.
I feel that. I feel that. Well, just know that it is on Paramount right now, so you can technically watch all 3.
Yes.
But, as far as being able to continuously try to work on your skills, has there ever been moments where you're just like, I don't even know if this is going to be for me?
Yes.
Like, am I putting all this time into something that I'm not even sure it's going to work out? Yes,
it's something I think about like all the time. Every time I fail, I think, is this for me? Is it something I should do? Whenever I pass by like educational systems, like schools, and I see people pursuing education and colleagues that I work with and their experience and what they're doing in life, I often get down and I often get sad because I'm like, I'm pursuing something that might not happen, but I love it so much. Like, I love it. That's what keeps me going and moving forward. But yes, I sometimes get in my head about like, am I really doing something? I failed this time. Is this supposed to happen? What am I doing that can make this better? And all the time, what I think about that helps me out whenever this happens, I think about an obstacle and what could I have done to go over the obstacle. If I were to give up now, would I be saying the what if? What if I would have went over not being able to freestyle? What if I didn't triumph over getting a stage presence? What if I didn't memorize all my lyrics? And I just gave up whenever I started stuttering on stage? What if?
Giving up isn't really you.
Yeah, no. I will find a way and I will overcome it. 100%.
I feel that. Now, being able to overcome these types of things, I'm pretty sure the community actually gives you a lot of props, a lot of respect, a lot of love on top of all that. Does that also play a part into you overcoming those obstacles, like those down moments?
Yes, because I remember that, hey, people are actually listening to my music. People are actually saying, hey, if you didn't make it out to the show tonight, I don't know how my life would have been.
I feel that.
Like, you changed my understanding and thinking of how I perceived everything, I get messages like that. And I had someone write me like a whole, let's just say a book, but
a memoir.
No, and I'm thankful to this person like every day because it keeps me going. Like, they took time out of their day to say like, hey, your music changed my life. I didn't know what I was doing with my life, and you saved me and you helped me to keep going. That changes you. That changes you realize like, hey, I may think down about myself, I may think garbage about myself, but what I'm doing is affecting other people. It can change other people's perspective, their view, their thinking. It can help people, and I wouldn't want anything else for that.
I feel that. That's deep, man. That's definitely deep.
Thank you.
I mean, it's on top of all that, I think the people around you really play a part into what Big XOdia is. Like, don't get me wrong, it is you as an individual, but at the same time, they're playing parts. There's people in the background that kind of help in those types of ways to also help you. How does that make you feel knowing that you got homies like that that are by you?
It makes me feel amazing, like I'm not left out. It makes me feel that it's possible. It's possible. I don't have to give up. And it makes, like, I never had a good upbringing. It was always like craziness, and you know, I don't really want to get into it that much.
Right.
It makes me feel amazing, like it's possible, anything's possible, and that I can keep moving and others are with me. I never had anybody encourage me growing up. It was always do this, do that, and that's it. Even sometimes, like if some people see me at a show, they're like, good job. I don't even know how to appreciate thank yous or like, hey, you did amazing. I don't even know how to understand
internalize that.
Yeah, I don't. It's just something that I never had like growing up. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely recognize that on that level, because even my own family, you know, I got a wife and I got 2 kids and they tell me thank you, and it's like, it's almost like a wall. Like, it's not that I don't want to take it in. It's just I don't know how. It's so humbling. I just don't know what that feeling feels like. So I will say that me and you do, in that type of way, connect. Like I can understand that. Now, you know, going back into like Sonic and Super Mario and all that type of stuff. You know, playing the video games back in the day. When we got into video games, how did that kind of play a part into the person that you are today?
So, when I was playing video games, I was playing like Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon, and everything like that. Yeah, Super Mario. You're hearing most of my audio and stuff like that. I use samples and everything like that. My producers hook me up with the best samples from video games and stuff. But when I saw Sonic, it was just like a switch. He was just, he's so fast, but so free and just stylish.
I feel that.
Stylish. So like when you look at my raps, I don't rap fast just to rap fast like throughout the beat. No, I wait for certain time periods on the beat to be like, okay, like the beat drops, boom. Just like yesterday when I was doing SEO, like the 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody check it up in different type of ways. Everybody go into the beat. They're gonna go ahead and say, and then the beat comes back. Get it off my mind because I slow back down because I use that same stylish like Sonic running and then goes on rails, but he's also doing flips and conversions. You know, I use that same method because it was just so cool to me seeing that, like seeing him running and just being free and stylish and doing whatever the heck he wants to just was insane to me. So yeah, there's always played a part in like me making my music.
I feel that. Well, that would make sense. You know, I now kind of see that concept of putting those 2 characters and connecting it together to the person that you are. That's dope.
Yes.
I mean, being able to kind of see what gaming has turned into now. You know, we got a new Nintendo Switch coming. There's possibilities of like maybe another PlayStation, even though we just got a PS5. You know, it's just like this new Nintendo Switch though. It's probably like the hottest item now. We're gonna see a lot of Sonic go into it. We're gonna see a lot of Mario. We're gonna see a lot of Final Fantasy kind of come back into it. Donkey Kong. Oh my God, that looks so good. But the Nintendo Switch, I don't know, what do you say about that?
So a lot of people are divided on the prices for the games. What's up, man? Yes, sir. All right. So a lot of people are divided on the price on it, and I know there's also some economic stuff happening as well. But I wanted to just like put in my 2 cents into it. Everyone's complaining that the games are like $80, right? When you work hard, like work hard on a project or something like that, you put in, let's say $200 into crafting something, right? You put another $200 into formulating and putting it together. You put another $200 on ads and everything like that, right? It's getting expensive for you, especially if you might have, let's say, a budget of like $400, you know? So if these people are putting their hard work and effort into developing a game, then we should probably go ahead and pay that, let's say $80 for that Super Mario Kart World, thingy. You know, Mario Kart World. I think that's the name. I'm not too sure. I forgot.
It's the newest one.
It's the newest one.
But it looks fire.
It looks fire, but that was a lot of hard work, dedication, and effort they spent into making that, especially for the newest console. You know, so I felt like a lot of people saying like, "Oh, $80 is too much." No, they've been making games since we were children. You know, it's about time that they get their roses and flowers.
Like, I understand from a certain perspective, like, yes, consoles do better. They graphically, they look great. And when the Switch came out, yeah, it was under graphic. However, now they're creating a console that is portable graphically able to keep up. Of course, seeing these games go up, whether it's physical or digital, I understand it is pricey. However, you're basically bringing God of War portably. You know, that's kind of hard to do. Do you like the portability? Do you like, what's your best thing to say about the Nintendo Switch?
The best thing that I would say about the Nintendo Switch is that its ability to really capture the games that you would have to play on a TV, and it's portability. Yeah, it would have to be the portability of it. You're able to play GameCube games now, Super Mario Sunshine, like we were talking about earlier, like just portable.
There's so much to it, man.
The last time you were able to do that was on, I believe, the Wii, and they came out with the Switch cartridge, the 3D Classic, all three of them. But hey, most likely you'll be able to play different games. Sonic Adventure DX, most likely. The original Luigi's Mansion on the Switch too. All more advanced graphics and everything.
They will.
Like that. Yes.
They will. Like a remastered type version type
remastered,
thing.
yeah.
You know, just give me some Sunshine. That's all I want.
I
bro.
love Sunshine so much. They need to make Sunshine 2. They need to make Sunshine 2.
Well, I know you got to be getting on here in a little bit, one more
Yes,
time at
up on
the
stage.
charity bar, right? But is there anything else that you wanted to be able to add or let the individuals know that have been watching you, supporting you?
Yes.
You want to say something?
I want to give a big thank you for listening to Big XODIA. This has been a crazy ride, and I wish that throughout you guys' life, you know, you never stop fighting for what you want to do and what you love to do. Just keep going and never stop. Never stop. You will never know what could have been.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you coming to the den one more time and actually meeting up. You know, we've been talking off and on for so long, and the first time that we actually met was more phenomenal.
More phenomenal.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Yeah.
But no, again, one more time, Charity Bar 2025. I appreciate you one more time.
Thank
and
you.
we out. Y'all be safe.
Peace.